Howdy. Looks like you could use a hand. Sorry. Just riding by and saw the break in Mr. Sundeen's fence. Say, oh, you think she belongs on the other side?
Sí. The cattle will stay just where they are, senor.
Look, I think I'll just get back on my horse.
I do not think so, senor. On the ground, please. Okay?
Mister, I'm just a fellow that leases some land from Mr. Sundeen.
Ah, but you have eyes and a big mouth to tell what you have seen here, my friend.
And get over here with him, please.
And what will you do with us, huh?
I'll take you into Randado.
Mister, you might as well let us go. Randado has no law.
It is true. The old man who was the deputy, they are letting him go. And no one is foolish enough to take his place.
Tell that where the sun don't shine, boy.
Mr. Tyndall, I can't take this.
Nonsense, Kirby. Why, you caught the rustlers that have had this town buffaloed for 6 months. Who's more qualified than that?
I got a jackass outside that's more qualified than he is.
Oh, shut up, Harold. The time when your opinion matters is long past.
Won't you make one of them deputies? Hell, the way you want the job done, they're qualified.
I don't have to listen to this. If Kirby hadn't brought in those 2 chili pickers, we'd have to listen to your drunken excuses for the next 6 months.
We've got to wait for Danaher, Earl.
We spent half our lives waiting for Danaher.
Mr. Tyndall, maybe this isn't such a good idea.
It's a fine idea, Kirby. And my future son-in-law should be more than a farmer.
Tyndale! What the hell are you fools hiding back here for when I got half the county out looking for them cattle rustlers?
Mr. Sundeen, well, this is a private meeting.
Tyndale, I don't care if it's a prayer meeting. You and this miserable excuse for a lawman have got one job to do. And that's to find the sons of bitches been stealing half my herd.
If you'd shut up a minute, you'd find out they're already in jail.
Jail?
They were caught last night.
Who was?
A couple of lousy Mexicans. What'd you expect?
Well, I'll be damned. I didn't think you had it in you.
Harold didn't catch them, Phil. He was our new deputy.
Frye, this is your new deputy?
At least we hope he will be.
Frye, I haven't seen you in here twice since my pappy sold you that piddly piece of land. What the hell are you doing running for deputy?
You mean sneaking for deputy?
Damn it, Harold, that's enough. Now, you've been deputy here for 20 years, and look at you. You're insolent, you're illiterate, you haven't taken a bath in a month, and you dress like a buffalo hunter.
Like me, Tyndall?
Sheriff Danaher.
Devin? You must be Frye.
Yes, sir.
Stedman and I got your telegram. What in the hell is going on here?
It's simple, really. The town, that is, the 4 of us on the council, well, sir, we all feel that Harold is no longer the kind of deputy this town needs.
Sheriff, the simple fact is Randado is growing leaps and bounds. Harold refuses to keep up.
George is right. We all feel we need a man who fits the way this town can grow. We've known Kirby here for his whole life. We feel like he's a young man who can grow with the town.
You must be Phil Sundeen's boy, aren't you?
That's right.
Well, I hear he's doing poorly. You give him my best. I understand you caught the 2 rustlers that were jacking these boys around for a while.
Yes, sir.
I understand it was mostly luck.
It was mostly luck.
Well, now, Frye, I'm afraid your luck is about run out.
How you been doing?
What will happen to us?
Stealing cattle is a hanging offense. Sheriff Danaher will have to come down and take you on up to Tucson.
But how much time is that?
3-4 days, I expect.
Will you do something for me?
I'll do whatever I can.
Can you get a letter to my wife?
Where is she?
La Noria.
All right. What about him? Harold, you can stay on here a day or two if it'll help.
Danaher will be back at the end of the week. I'll be gone with him.
Sorry the council feels this way.
To hell with the council. And to hell with you.
Well, there he goes. Now, you gonna act like men? Or are you gonna let that Danaher run this town for you?
No, we've all heard what you've said. Just doesn't seem right. We can't let this town become another Tombstone.
And I ain't gonna let it get turned over to no two-bit farmer. The law is supposed to protect the ranchers, not the criminals. And if it weren't for Frye and Danaher, the law'd have done its duty.
Your law?
You're damn right, my law, Hannah Shane. My father built this town. And I didn't hear you bitch about it when he stopped those Indians from burning down that one-horse cafe of yours.
You're not your father. Look, I got my own cattle to think about. A hanging's been the law of the open range as far as I go back.
Now you're talking some sense, Earl.
After all, the courthouse is 100 miles away and the border's only 5. They can skip back across it before we know what hit us.
Exactly. And they know they can get away with it. Hell, the judge doesn't know what it's like to live down here.
That's true enough. We all know what the jury did with those 3 Mexes that robbed my bank.
Nobody made you settle in a border town. A little late to complain now.
Well, it ain't too late to set an example that those greasers won't forget.
Now, hold it. This bickering among ourselves is getting us nowhere. I'm sick as the rest of you, knuckling under to Danaher. But we can't let this be a lynch mob.
He's right. Danaher will string us up right alongside the Mexicans. And you know he's crazy enough to do it.
I say Danaher can go straight to hell. Man like that ain't got no business being a lawman in this day and age. I'm for stringing him up and be done with it.
You don't seem too worried about what's going to happen to you at Fort Huachuca.
I am a valuable scout. They will do nothing. Lieutenant Davis does not care that I cut the nose off of my miserable, cheating squaw. It is a Coyote tradition.
I understand you've been replaced.
Ah, Copa! They call him Dandy Jim. He will not last long.
He didn't. How did you know?
I can go many days without water.
Oh. Well, I see. Well, I wish I could say the same.
That's the best damned idea I've ever heard. Appoint our own judge and prosecutor. Make our own damn laws.
And Kirby can carry him out.
It's foolproof.
It'll have to be, considering who's doing it.
Well, damn it, Haig, if you have any better ideas, let's hear them.
What's wrong with the idea we all agreed on 3 hours ago? Let the man we elected deputy enforce the law.
I doubt Frye will enforce the ordinance against adultery.
Now hold it, Haig. He's got a point. Maybe we did rush into this thing with Kirby because we were so anxious to get rid of Harold.
Oh, I can't believe this. We've known that boy since he was born.
Well, I ain't saying he's a bad kid. I'm just saying it's, well, maybe we shouldn't have made him deputy. Maybe somebody else could do the job.
Like Sundeen?
At least I'd go across the street and do what needs to be done.
this have anything to do with Kirby being sent out of town?
We don't need Kirby for this. Earl Beaudry is city prosecutor, and I'm the judge.
Judge of what?
What do you think?
How about a jury?
Phil Sundeen supplied the jury.
I see. And how about Kirby and Sheriff Danaher?
Danaher doesn't run things anymore. It's a new day in Randado.
Shooting at? The cavalry. Who else?
Jim, what the heck's going on here? I thought you were still scout.
I still am.
Well, then how'd you get the cavalry after you?
I'm an Indian. The general sent me out to replace another scout, and I guess I just didn't fit in. I don't suppose you'd like to trade rifles. My arm is getting awful tired.
No, thanks. But I'll tell them who I am and get them to stop if you'll come along peaceable like.
Sure. Where are we going?
Jail at Randado. You got me a new job since they saw you. You're my first customer.
Sounds good to me, but what makes you think that you can get out of here any easier than I can?
Can I trust you to go to Randado and turn yourself in?
An Indian's word is his bond. But, we better trade rifles, or they'll know it isn't me.
Hold your fire, man! He isn't here!
What do you mean? He isn't there.
He took off. I'm the only one here.
Come out with your hands over your head.
Who the hell are you?
The new deputy at Randado. Taking your man into custody.
They're right. What the hell makes you think you can take a prisoner from the army?
Well, I figured he wasn't your prisoner. It's kind of up for grabs.
Well, it is about time you showed some spine. I'm proud of you.
There's nothing to be proud of.
Of course it is. The law's supposed to protect the rancher, not the criminal.
Wonder why that sounds so familiar.
Now, quit your whining. Go on, get it over with.
Hey, honey, how about some attention?
Oh, I gotta get back to work.
Yes, Edith, you do.
You needn't sound so bitter about it. These men have to be fed.
Well, Sundeen's men have a right to their appetites, too, I suppose.
So has he.
Down there.
Who are you, mister?
Toka, 5th Cavalry.
I don't recall needing no cavalry.
I'm here to turn myself in.
You're joshing me.
You found him guilty fast enough.
I ain't getting any younger. Where have you been? Just sending a telegram, Devin, just in case you need a little insurance. Now, you boys aren't losing your spine, are you? Let's get it over with. Where the hell's Hannishane with the keys? He said he'd meet us there.
What about Harold?
What about him? Get him out! Get him outside!
You picked a bad night to be a good citizen, boy.
What is wrong?
What do you think?
Senor, where is the deputy?
Harold, this is Robert Tyndall. I ask you to open this door in the name of the new Judiciary Committee of Randado.
Come on, Harold, this is none of your business anyway.
Come on, I thought you said Hannishane was on his way with the keys. Maybe he can't find them.
He's coming, damn it.
Harold, this is Phil Sundeen. Open the door. George, why don't you go see what's keeping Haig?
No need, R.D.
Where have you been?
Watching this charade from across the street.
There's no time for pangs of conscience.
Time somebody had one.
We both know what your problem is, Hannishane, and it ain't conscience. Hand over the keys. Dee, go get the keys.
Phil, this is hardly necessary.
Tell your man to take his hands off him. Haig's not the enemy.
Diego, let him go.
You're standing in the path of justice, Hannishane. You ought to expect a stampede. Open the door.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Protecting my home.
Oh, man, I advise you to think again.
Diego.
Looks like we got ourselves a bonus. Don't wish anything about a redskin. Nobody said anything different. Now get them both open, Merle. So you thought you could get away with stealing from Phil Sundeen, huh? Get out!
No, senor, please don't.
Just a minute. We didn't agree to...
Shut up, Archie.
What's the matter with you?
Shut up! Hannishane, before I kill you.
Both of you hold it.
R.D.'s right. We agreed to a hang and not a murder.
Shut up, all of you.
Are we gonna hang these chili pickers or not? Bring them outside.
You get out from there.
The hell with you. Diego, get these chili pickers on the wagon.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the one who takes over when other men can't handle things. You ought to know that better than anyone. Now, that goes for the rest of you. Let these two chili pickers be an example of anybody who breaks the law in Randado. Now, what do you say old Haig here sort of resigns his seat in the city council? Yeah! I don't think he much likes his civic responsibility. You better go back to slinging hash, old man. Now, as Earl put it, are we gonna string these chili pickers up or not? Yeah!
Well, you're in it pretty deep now, ain't you, boy? And what's worse, you're about to be shot by no good renegade Indian scout.
I don't think you understand who I am, mister.
Oh, we understand who you are. You're a horse's ass lawman who's lost his badge. So I guess that just makes you a plain old horse's ass now, don't it?
Below the fire.
Who the hell are you?
Just a man looking for a hot cup of coffee.
Well, you're looking in the wrong place, boy.
Yeah, I can see that. What did he do?
Stuck his nose in 5th Cavalry business.
I just hate to see this kind of thing happen.
Hell, well, it can happen to 2 as easy as 1.
Or none.
You know, we got a stockade in Fort Huachuca built for hombres like you, mister.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going the other way. Let him go.
Go to hell. Who the hell are you?
I'll be back.
Hey, he's coming with us. Oh, he's an Indian. Ah.
You want me to get your saddle?
I'm not staying.
You know this isn't going to make you too popular with the cavalry.
Wasn't planning on joining. To law and order. Found it back there before the fight.
Oh, and you knew it was mine.
Cavalry doesn't have much use for badges.
Which way you headed?
Randado. Got a job waiting.
You gonna settle down? I'd at least like to know your name.
Jordan. Clay Jordan.
Kirby Frye.
You're a cruel man, John Danaher.
Well, coming from you, I take that as a compliment.
Do you think of nothing but yourself, White Eyes?
Well, at least you didn't call me Paleface. Yes, I do think about other things, you know, Chaluka. Like making sure fellows such as you don't go around cutting on folks just because they have a hankering.
Ah, she was a dog of a wife.
I care about the law-abiding citizens trying to scratch a decent living out here when it's damn near impossible. And I care about the men I found that helped me do it.
Those 2 I saw you with. I think you better quit.
I never quit.
How about rabbit for breakfast?
You move too quiet for a white man.
Oh, maybe you make too much noise for an Indian. See, if you're gathering wood, suppose you start a fire.
Perhaps it will take you longer to retire than I thought.
Oh, well, I've been thinking about that, you know. A nice pension, a nice grassy little spread up near Prescott. Find myself a wife. And stop chasing after people like you.
Sounds good to me.
I've been thinking about that, too.
How'd you know it was me?
Actually, I didn't. It could have been any number of people. What happened?
Just fell off my horse.
I thought you'd already been to town.
What difference would that make? Something happened while I was gone? How could they do that, Harold?
They didn't seem to find it too hard.
Did Jim make it in?
Oh, you redskin, buddy? Oh, yeah. He's in the back sleeping. Doctor says he's gonna be all right.
And where's Mr. Tyndall?
Whole bunch is over at the Spains. Been over there all night. You're wasting your time, boy. Take it from somebody who wasted a lot of it.
It's my job, Harold.
Your job is dancing to their tune. And the sooner you find that out, the happier you're gonna be.
Guess I wasn't cut out for law enforcement.
Beginning to think the same thing myself. Does that hurt?
I'll live to take a few more scalps. You gonna turn me over to Fort Huachuca?
No.
That's not gonna make you very popular with the cavalry.
Yeah, well, I wasn't planning on joining anyway. Yeah, Jim, I've known those men in this town all my life.
Maybe they know you better than you know them.
To Spain, another round.
Oh, cool.
Kirby. Son, I don't think you understand just what went on here last night.
Oh, I think I do. Mr. Tyndall, how could you do this?
To who? You or the chili pickers?
Sheriff Danaher was right, wasn't he?
We don't give a damn what Danaher thinks.
He would if he was standing here.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, son. We have our own judicial authority now. Right here in Randado.
You all think this is legal?
We're using our own God-given authority. What could be wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it, R.D. Let me explain something to you, boy. When I come to this valley, this town didn't exist. Me and his pappy and damn few others built it.
I know that, sir.
That took guts, boy.
My father was here too, sir.
Yeah. And men like R.D. and Haig made it possible for squatters like your father to make it. Without George's bank, you couldn't have bought that piece of land from old Val, now could you?
No, sir. I owe you all a lot. But I can't go along with what you did. It's pretty plain I can't work for you and Danaher both.
Well, it doesn't appear that you work for much of anybody right now.
Just a stupid farmer who needs to go back to being a farmer. Well, go on, boy. There's no shame in being a sodbuster. Unless you want it back.
No, thanks.
Then may I take it that you are no longer the law in Randado?
There is no law in Randado.
Hello, darling.
Do that again, you'll get a hot poker right where you don't want it.
You promise?
How did you get in here?
Through the bedroom window.
I thought you only left that way.
I'll go check on supper.
Well, I got money to earn.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, if it's money you want, yeah, that's more than they're gonna pay you.
Where the hell's my supper?
Supper's over, Merle. We're closed.
Sorry, Mr. Sundeen.
I hoped I'd seen the last of you.
Maybe you're hallucinating.
You ain't corn liquor, son. You just a bad nightmare.
How do you tell the difference?
'Cause I can get over a hangover.
I thought this is where Randado's ex-lawman came to hang out.
Won't you just get the hell out of here?
Not until you answer 2 questions.
Such as what?
Such as what you found out wasting 6 months chasing them rustlers.
Wasted?
You didn't catch them, did you?
Didn't have to.
'Cause you knew who they were.
What's your next question?
How you could keep this job for 20 years and I couldn't keep it for 1 day.
Maybe I'm tougher than you are. And smart.
And better looking.
Damn right.
You know, Phil Sundeen's gonna be the biggest man in the San Rafael Valley. And I ain't no John Danaher.
That's where you're wrong, boy. You're supposed to be Danaher. It's like I'm supposed to be.
Those men on the council put me where I am, Harold.
No? They gave you a job. Danaher gave you a badge.
¿Dónde está señora Alvarez?
I am Mrs. Alvarez.
You speak English?
Sí.
I have news of Joaquin.
What has happened to him? Senor, he's
I'm
not...
sorry.
How did you come to have this letter?
I was the law at Randado.
No vaca, he said. Just one cow.
1 cow?
See. That is why Joaquin was so sure Manolito was right. They would not miss one more.
So you're saying that your husband knew that somebody else was taking those cattle?
No. But Manolito knew. He saw them. Senor, you said you were the law in this place. But you do not seem the type of man who could do this to my husband.
No, ma'am. But I wasn't there to stop it either.
But what of my children? We are all alone.
I've been alone most of my life. They'll make it. I have.
So he is my husband.
For now. How would you like to be mistress of the Sundeen Ranch?
Oh, you're not serious.
You like being a mail-order bride?
Well, at least this time my new husband has fully examined the merchandise.
Haig will never trust the mail again.
How do I know I can trust this one?
Wondered when you were going to get back. Stedman's the only one that's had good hands.
No, he wasn't. Frye. Are you looking for your plow, boy? You know, I figured you'd know what would happen to you if you came back in here.
I want the badge.
Now, I thought we agreed you weren't man enough to wear it.
Maybe not. But the man that gave it to me wouldn't want to left here with you.
You know, I don't think this thing's worth all the trouble. Do you?
I'd say it's too much trouble.
Jordan.
Hello, Kirby.
So this is the job you had waiting. And you said all this business was legal. I guess Jordan here is your attorney?
Well, how perceptive of you. But Mr. Jordan represents my interests.
Give me the badge.
Kirby, look here. I thought we'd come to an understanding.
Is that what you call it?
Damn it, boy. This can only lead to somebody getting hurt.
Well, I'd say it already has, Mr. Beaudry.
I mean decent people, Frye.
You better leave while you can, son.
No, he's had his chance to leave.
Bill, there's no reason for this. For God's sake, man!
And if I ever see you in this town again, Frye, my attorney there is gonna kill you.
From here, Diego.
Give me a drink.
Where the hell have you been?
Just get it.
Hey, you never drink this time of the day. Why, you look like you just found out the whole town's been poisoned.
Maybe it has.
From what I hear, Phil just thought he needed to teach Frye a lesson. I'm not surprised.
Because he told you first?
How badly could he have been hurt?
If he'd been my age, he'd be dead.
Well, then Frye must have done something really stupid.
We did. Tried to uphold the law in this pissant town.
How about you and the others?
How about us? You rather been me?
I don't want any harm to come to you.
Not much chance of that.
making it hard for a girl to make a living.
I'm a big tipper.
From what I hear, you can afford to be.
From what I hear, you don't need the money.
I don't know what you think, mister, but nobody has owned me since I left Prescott.
Including your husband?
I was brought here by a marriage broker, not a slave trader.
And you're sure there's a difference?
You're a fine one to talk. You'd hire yourself out to anyone with a price.
I draw the line more than you think.
There are two ways of making it in this world, Mr. Jordan. I figure I've been making it the hard way long enough.
Figured.
Yeah, well, sometimes you get to thinking about things you thought you already knew. I reckon we're both taking his money for the same reasons after all.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I should have taken it the first time.
I've got to get to the meeting.
So all of you can just sit around and put what happened out of your mind?
You don't understand.
I understand more than you think.
Well, Kirby made his own bed.
Dad, you've known him all his life. How could you let them do it?
What was I supposed to do?
You're the head of the committee.
The committee can't control Phil Sundeen. We're not the law.
I'm home. Hi, honey. Relax, your husband called a meeting of the town councils, and I don't know anything about it.
Oh, Phil, this has got to stop. Hank's been good to me. He takes good care of me.
Are you kidding me? Honey, the only reason this place makes a dime is because of you. Big Hannah Shane didn't have 2 nickels to rub together before you got off that Prescott stage.
And take me away from all of this.
Honey, where I go, you go.
Hope you'll realize we're in trouble.
He's right. We are in trouble.
Oh, damn it, I know we're in trouble, but what the hell are we going to do about it?
There's only one thing to do, R.D. Turn ourselves in.
I knew all you were gonna say was a lot of crap.
Earl, it's our only way out. We got to talk to Danaher.
Now you're gonna keep your mouth shut.
We didn't do anything wrong.
Haig, we can't.
Maybe you can't.
Home sweet home.
Geronimo should have torn your gizzards out when he had a chance.
Oh, no. My, how testy we're getting. It's amazing what a little bit of sun will do to a man's disposition. Come on.
Well, send them in.
Come in, sir.
That'll be all, son. Oh, go get Lieutenant Davis.
Yes, sir.
Hello, John. Appreciate you bringing this fella back. Any problems?
Oh, no, no problems. In fact, we had a very nice talk.
Is that right? You mean he didn't cause you much trouble?
No more than he caused his wife.
Yes, I heard about that. What these savages do to each other amazes me sometimes. But, on the other hand, I'm not sure that kind of thing is any of our concern. My man says he's an excellent scout. Says we should overlook this thing.
Is that a fact?
Absolutely, sir. I'll take full responsibility.
Bring him around.
Put him on the mule. Get a move on, man. We're still on private property.
What are you men doing on this ranch?
Leaving it. Men!
Hold on now, miss. This man needs help. Do I know you, boy?
We don't have time for this, old man.
Well, then you better make time, son. Who are you, boy?
Kirby Frye, sir.
Where are you taking him?
Sir, that's none of your business.
Anything that happens on the Sundeen Ranch is my business.
He's a federal prisoner on federal land.
He's on Sundeen land, and so are you.
This man's wanted for aiding an army deserter to escape.
Well, you can rest him some other time. But right now, he's coming with me.
Sir, you'll be hearing from the territorial governor.
Will I now? That'll be nice. I haven't seen Lou since we had breakfast last week.
Let him go.
I'm putting him in your custody, Davis. Damned if I know why he's the only scout you fellas seem to get along with. But then I'm not the one that has to ride with him.
Yes, sir. I'll see to it that he stays out of any civilian trouble.
Davis, if either of you get into any trouble, you're going to have to deal with me.
Yes, sir.
It's quite a pair. But Davis is a good man. Runs a tight ship. His patrol has been together more than a year.
Bob, let me ask you something. Does Davis have any other duty besides patrol?
Oh, yeah, of course he does. A place like this, they all do. Why, Davis is the beef procurement officer for the whole damn fort.
You're early.
Well, I don't mind if you don't. Where'd you get your beef?
Cox and McSweeney Cattle Company, if it's any of your damn business.
Telegram for Sheriff Danaher, sir. General said he was in here.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. You go ahead and get yourself some beef.
Sir.
I wasn't finished.
I'd say you was finished a long time ago.
Besides, this here's army beef.
Huh? Well, we'll see about that, won't we?
Whoops.
You know, there was not so long ago, I could take on 3 like you and not work up a sweat.
When did that time pass, old man?
It hasn't.
John, what the hell's going on here?
Well, I just broke up a board meeting of the Cox and McSweeney Cattle Company.
That's the company we buy our beef from.
Bob, there is no Cox and McSweeney Cattle Company.
Marty.
Mr. Frye, a lot of people were betting you wouldn't be coming back here.
Well, I hope you won some money then. Listen, Wardy, I need you to do a favor for me.
Frye, you in here?
George! Me.
You took a big chance.
I don't think you'd shoot an unarmed man.
I could have brought somebody who would.
I don't think so.
You play your hunches.
I want you out of town.
So you think I should ride out just because I'm on the wrong side?
And you don't?
I make my living with 2 things. This and my word.
And there's no way around it, is there?
Why didn't you just stay gone?
Look, I'm not just asking you. I'm telling you.
I kind of figured you were.
Now saddle your horse. I like your word that you won't come back.
Sorry, Kirby. I've already given my word.
You don't leave a fella many options.
You didn't start out with many.
What do you want?
It's what Frye wants.
He's back?
I thought you should know.
You tell Sundeen?
Hank, where are you going? What are you doing? You're not a gunfighter.
What I should have done 3 days ago.
Kirby's not after you. You had nothing to do with the hanging.
I'm not worried about Kirby.
Hank!
Make me a promise, Edith.
What?
Keep that son of a bitch out of my bed till I'm at least cold in the ground.
Hi, honey. You back for you in the morning and pick me up?
Sure. Except, I got some news that might take the edge off your appetite.
I doubt that, honey. What is it, second coming?
You might say that. Frye's back.
Where's your father?
Dad?
What's this all about?
Mr. Sundeen wants to see you.
What's going on?
Nothing's going on. You tell Mr. Sundeen I'm not interested.
You tell him.
Dad? Dad?
What in the hell's the meaning of this? What the hell's it look like? It's a showdown. With who? With Frye. He's back.
What are those?
Tyndall, Stedman, Beaudry, Digo, and Sundeen.
None for Jordan?
You hadn't done anything wrong.
You can't get out of this by yourself.
Got into it by myself.
Kirby? They came to get Dad. What are we gonna do?
There's not going to be an easy way out of this.
I know. Please be careful.
I wouldn't be too anxious to go ahead with this.
The hell happened to you?
I had a conversation with Frye.
Did you kill him?
No. The same reason you're not gonna.
Now, what makes you say that?
Because you kill a lawman in his own town and they'll hunt you for the rest of your life.
He's right, Mr. Sundeen. This is where we have to draw the line.
We? Who the hell is we, Merle?
All of us. We've been doing some talking.
Oh, you have you?
Look, Mr. Sundeen, it's one thing being on your jury, seeing those rustlers get what's coming to them. But this...
There ain't no damn difference.
You're right. Unless the Mexicans weren't guilty either.
What the hell are you talking about?
Just a hunch.
Don't forget who pays you, Merle.
The old man pays us. It's time we got back to work.
Sundeen!
It's awful lonely out there, Frye.
Not that lonely.
On the wrong side of the street, aren't you, Haig?
No, Earl. For once, I'm not.
Sundeen, I have a warrant for your arrest. Digo, too. One for Mr. Tyndall, Stedman, and Beaudry.
What the hell are we gonna do now? Go to Mexico.
Are you loco?
No, are you? There's no way out of this. You surrender and you go to jail. You shoot it out and either you get killed or Frye does.
Well, the day you can't take two men will be a cold day in hell.
Look again.
He's right. I'm going to Mexico.
Oh, damn it, Earl. It's easy for you. You've got that little Mexican woman on the side down there. Oh, don't look so damn surprised. We've all known about her for years. But George and I got businesses here in our family.
How long do you think they're going to last if you're in some jail?
Sorry, Kirby. I guess I just must, lost my way.
Sundeen! We're not gonna wait all day.
He won't happen.
I don't have a warrant for you, Jordan. You can just ride on out of town.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
How about the rest of them?
They're gone.
What?
They're halfway to the border by now. It's my job to see that you don't follow them till they get there. You're looking at history. Remember? Where I go, you go.
Taking a mighty lot on yourself, ain't you, boy?
Nothing I can't handle, old man.
I'm coming up to take a look. They're gone.
I guess we know now who's on the right side of the law.
You've won, Frye. Look at these people. Let it end here.
And what if I follow them?
You're a lawman here. They couldn't murder you in the street. You cross that border, it'll be open season. You won't have a chance.
How do you know that's the way it would go?
Because you crossed the border, and I'll kill you myself.
You got the makings, boy. You do. Don't let them get away with it.
Why did you bring them here?
I didn't bring them here. They just came.
Then why don't you ask this man Sundeen to leave?
I might as well try to get him to join a monastery.
You must not think about what has happened back in your town.
And how do you suggest I forget it?
How long do you think that lunatic intends to keep us here? Can't be long enough. We have lives back there, R.D. Damn it, George. We were party to the murder of the town lawman and one of our best friends to boot. We didn't pull the trigger. Do you really think Dan or her will just let us go about our business? We can't live the rest of our lives in a cantina.
Tyndale, Stedman, try to have some fun. At least Earl knows how to have a good time. Well, Mr. Fastgun, the man I pay to protect me. You did your job today. Tyndale, why don't you go see if you can pry Beaudry away from his woman so we can have a toast?
Get him yourself, if you're so starved for his company.
Bartender, another bottle of mezcal. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? That's better. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. Clay Jordan, the fastest gun tipper in the country. Whoops, wrong country. The fastest gun tipper in any country, who today rid us of our deputy, Mr. Kirby Frye.
I didn't kill him.
Definitely headed south. Probably Lenoria.
Figures they'd go there to hole up. There's a storm coming in.
What are you going to do if that's where they are?
See if I can talk them into coming home with us.
You don't have any authority there.
Well, then I ought to feel right at home.
What the hell's the matter? You all look like you've seen a ghost.
We're just jumpy, Earl. We just found out Jordan didn't kill them.
I thought you were going to stop him.
You paid me to keep him from arresting him. That's exactly what I did.
What about the rest of us?
To hell with the rest of you. You're not my problem.
Does that include me, sweetheart?
Why not? I paid this whore, and he didn't do the job. Who needs another one?
Jordan, I was just a liquor talk, and you know that.
Yeah, I know that.
What the hell are you doing?
Maybe the line's not so thin after all.
Jordan, you can't leave me here.
Why not? You can leave them here.
What about the money? Now, I've got more money than anybody. I thought you hired out to anybody with the price.
So did I. Sometimes you get to thinking about things you thought you already knew.
You got a plan?
Sure. We ride in and they give themselves up.
I see you've given this a lot of thought.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Vanishing?
Haig, what in the world?
You must be completely loco. What makes you think you'll ever leave here alive?
There'll be none of that talk. Hey, what are you doing here?
I came to take you back. Those of you that'll come, Kirby's right behind me.
Well, looky here. If it ain't Dandy Jim. Just how lucky does a fella deserve to be?
I don't know who you are, mister, but I sure am getting tired of running into you.
Really? Well, I rather enjoyed our little get-togethers. Although I'm sad to inform you this is going to be the last one.
Because you think we might tell that you boys been rustling cattle.
Well, I prefer to think of it as supplying the Army's needs. It needs beef and, well, I am a patriot.
A patriot. Or a prophet.
What is wrong?
Jordan got me to thinking about Sundeen and his money.
So?
Well, it looks like I've been taken for a fool.
Forget it, bottle washer. You've been an aggravation to me long enough. $100 to any man that stands with me tonight. And $500 to the man who gets Kirby Frye. And if Danaher's along, $1,000 to the man who kills him.
That's cold-blooded murder.
Pig's right. You're doing the same thing here you did back in Randado.
Very good, Tyndale. And it works the same way down here.
Let me tell you something, boy. People have been screwing the Army since Alexander the Great. And they'll be doing it long after you and I are both gone.
Which, in your case, is pretty damn soon.
Except this time, nobody's gonna step out of the dark to save your ass, boy.
That's where you're wrong, Lieutenant.
You all right?
I believe we are.
Where's Davis and Chaluka?
Gone.
Well, you can't have everything, can you?
Looks like all of the horses are still there, except Jordan's. He must have lit out.
You know, it's not legal to cross this border if you're a lawman.
I know that, sir. I just thought I'd sort of go as myself.
You know, I've been told I should retire. Well, maybe I should find out what that's like. Now, why not? You take the courtyard, I'll take the two buildings. Move. Move.
You are thinking with his men gone that maybe you can take him?
Why not? I fought my way across this country when his old man was still a farmer. I can take him.
Mr. Pogue. Whoa, it's Kirby Frye.
Frye? What are you doing here, boy?
The same thing as you from the looks of that gun.
I've had enough, that's all.
I know that, sir. But I can't let you go in there. Mr. Hannishane already tried.
Haig's in there?
Yes, sir. Now, I want you to go on back. This is my play here.
All right.
Before you go, there's something I think you should know.
Earl, what the hell's gotten into you?
A belly full of lies, that's what.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and some cavalry officer. Stealing your own cattle because your old man wouldn't give you a dime.
What?
That's right, R.D. And he played us for suckers, making us believe it was those Mexicans. He had to get us to hang him, because if Danaher got him to trial, the truth might have come out.
You bastard. To think I'd turn my back on the only man who ever loved me for you.
Now we're going back to face the music. They can hang us for all I care. We deserve it.
They may hang you, Earl, but they ain't hanging me.
That's a pretty dangerous place to stand.
You won't shoot me, Frye. I know you better than that.
I'm not here for any gunplay, Phil. I just want to get these folks from Randado home safe. Now, you know I don't have any authority here in Mexico, so you can just stay here.
Oh, that's the part you got wrong, Frye. It's me that's leaving. You're staying. Forever.
You can't save everybody, John.
You don't think I'm going to use this, do you?
Eagle, I think they're out of ammo.
Senor Frye, I don't want to rush you, but I think you're out of bullets.
That's all right. I've got plenty left. And contrary to popular opinion, I don't shoot men in the back.
I need more practice. You're just not used to being on the right side. Well, it was fun while it lasted.
No, it wasn't. You were right. With you, I was still a whore. Haig might not have had 2 nickels to rub together when I met him. But he spent those 2 nickels on me. He never wanted anything more than to provide for me. And if he'll still have me, I want to start providing for him.
I love you.
When we get back to Randado, you 3 men are under arrest. But will remain at liberty until Judge Finnerty decides what to do with you.
You're damn sure of yourself, aren't you?
Since I did catch those men stealing cattle from your ranch, I don't expect the judge to go too hard on you. But what your father decides to do for stealing his cattle is entirely up to him. Now let's go. Is everybody all right, Jim?
Everybody's okay.
But remember, I'm still the toughest son of a bitch in Arizona.